Hi there. No one's in yet, but you can ask me if you have any questions to me, what I do, whatever. Or I have some tarot cards around. If anyone have questions to those. Otherwise, probably I will just ramble around quite some. Yeah, I had this quote up about unconditional love. Maybe I should start there. I do think it's possible, at least sometimes. I think there could be in medicine we will talk about these 4 directions where we work with the physical, then mental, emotional, and then soul, and then spirit level. And at the soul level, or at least spirit level, it's possible to have that. No matter what. Hi, someone is in here. If you want me to pull some card, that's fine. And they left. So yeah, I think it's possible to, or rather, actually, when it comes to the spirit level, I think it's rather impossible not to have that, because that's kind of what we are, I believe. But, or we is not the right way to say it, but the oneness, let's say. So even at the soul level, it's possible, at least for a long time, to keep that. When it comes to the ego, that changes and shifts very much. So it could be just a little wounding or something that makes some huge gap in someone's care for someone else or whatnot. It's a different thing to protect yourself from others' harm or behaviors, as it also stated there. Does not mean to accept that, or accept. You have to accept it in the sense that it exists. You can't think that it doesn't. That doesn't work. But to not confuse the person with the. So, my neighbor is washing the windows or something. A little old lady, so sweet. Oh gosh, I should check her now. Anyway, maybe she does that fake thing, like looking at what's happening and pretending to clean around. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah, so, well, I shouldn't just drift when I go in here, but as I said before, I do this suddenly. Actually, oftentimes I think when I try to distract myself from something else. So now I really should plan some other things, which I don't. Yeah, so here I am. Rock me like a hurricane or something. Yeah, so it doesn't even go like that. I suck at. Yeah, no, it doesn't go like that, right? I love songs. Let's see now. How to. Here I am. How does it go? I think it goes like that, maybe. It was a long time since I heard it. I have to put a link to that. Rock you like hurricane. Okay. But you can rock me instead, right? Oh, it was this video actually. Oh god, it was so loud now. Scorpions. I came across this video just the other week. I hadn't seen it before. I kind of liked it very much. Yeah. That's the thing when you've heard a lot of songs when you're my age and you haven't seen there is oftentimes a video still belonging to it, even if this is maybe not so old, but yeah, and even those from the 60s actually, or something you can find. Maybe even 50. No, I don't think 50s. But yeah. So that's interesting. And even sometimes you don't know what the artists looks like, and you see them suddenly. And it was way better music when you didn't put so much emphasis on the outer, for sure. I mean, the voices and all kinds of things were many times brilliant. That wouldn't have maybe they may have fallen in the back, so to speak, nowadays, when so much is also not at face value. That's the wrong thing. That's the wrong way to say it. But okay, now I've been rambling for 5 minutes. Maybe I should continue to ramble. I have to move around a few things here because I have lots of things all over the place. Oh, okay, I have the Grove Toro here actually close by. I don't know. Maybe I should start with that because I usually say that I should at the end of every audio or pod, I say that I should pick some cards. So maybe I should do that from the beginning. But I wonder how many. It depends on how many come in. So I will have to choose. I will just take 3 if someone jumps in. But it's like a Saturday evening here in Sweden. So no Swedes, I would assume. It's summery at last out and people do other things than this. They could do it outdoors, but yeah, probably. But I put a link on my tarot group. So, well, you can have a question if you want. I will just do 3 of these where I'll just let the cards drop out, and then I will check what they say. Yeah. So I read them reversed also. But if you don't have a question, then that can be. This is also timeless, and so whenever you come across this, 3 years from now, if I have it up, it is a message there for you. Okay, you can have a question, or you can just have a general pick a card thing or a pile. Something else I wanted to say about that. Yeah, when you ask questions to tarot, it's you can use a pendulum if you want yes or no or so on. But when it comes to tarot, it's better to use other kinds of questions like how will it be if this or that, or tell me something about this relationship, or whatever it is. It's like more not just yes or no in these cards, but you can quite see that anyway. Gosh, I'm really a bit slow now. I feel okay. I'm just moving on. Sometimes I feel really slow, and then if I listen back to some of it just to see that the sound is okay. It was really a messy sound at the previous one at the end. No, it wasn't my yoga pod. It wasn't here, by the way. Anyway, so I hope the sound is okay now. Yeah, okay, I will start now. For number 1, those who choose number 1, a message for you. We'll see what that can be for you. Whoop. Wow, that was it was like the cards made like a, what are they called when you curl a bit like a double roll, let's say. I don't think that have happened ever. So this was interesting. So I think that you are thrown around a little bit in a way, in the sense that first you think something is in a certain way, and then no, it isn't, and then you figure out, and then it turns again. So you just what? Right, a little bit like that. I think is a message as well, since they never used to move like that. So we have 3 cards here for number 1, and the first card is 8 of Cups reversed. Second card is 2 of Wands upright, and the third card is 8 of Pentacles reversed. How interesting that the 8s were reversed, both of them. And then the central card, which is the most important one here, it talks about wanting more. It's like 2 crows sitting together and holding the earth. It's like they're sitting on this branch, but they want more. They want to explore and do more. And also their faces are directed in different directions. Yeah. So that one crow is looking back to the 8 of Cups, and another is looking to the 8 of Pentacles. I think this means that one of these really, I think this is about a couple as well. It could be something else for someone here, but I hope you can figure out what it is for you then. Twos always have to do with choices in some way or another, usually anyway. and twos also oftentimes have to do with partnerships. So here we see that one of these is more so driven by or focused on the emotional fulfillment or not, or how it feels. They are much in their feelings. That's what guides them. And I think, now we'll move on to the other one. The other one is more so concerned about the, let's say, gain, about the materialistic, to perfect things, to create things, to it's not so much maybe about money. It doesn't have to be, it could be also, but much more so focused on the physical aspect of things and work and so on. Constantly like trying to be better, make things better, and much so ground it in the physical reality. This is not a since they're reversed, it can be a little bit different, but otherwise this crow, this person does not used to be focused on the more intangible, more so on the that you what you can taste, touch, all those things that are materialized and manifested. What becomes out of this person is not like someone that is much in their the feelings are not the priority here. Okay. So what is this though? Both of them want to expand. They want more. They are pretty content and happy where they are, and they are very close together, although they have different viewpoints, and even maybe their aims for the future is different. And the emotional one is also the one that more so tend to, and like even to, I think, to look back, while the other one is more so focused on what can be created, what can be better in the future. Like this could also relate to something within that we are pulled by two different sides, let's say, of ourselves. Okay, so let's see now. So this Ace of Cups reversed, this is usually someone that is not upright. This is someone that is not content. Many things are good, but not everything, and therefore they want to explore and move away. But this is not the case because this is reversed. Sometimes that means that it's heightened, but I interpret it here like as if it's this is not what it means. It does mean that this person is not fully content because they want to explore more, they want to experience more, they want to have more emotional fulfilling experiences, but also they will not leave. They do not have any intent to leave, and they won't. They really they appreciate so much all the good things that both have been and that are now. So they are this crow is not someone that leaves that other one. Okay. Although looking for more, but they want to have that with this person that they have. And also I think they feel fulfilled, but I think this is the case. They feel fulfilled. They feel like they have so much and they appreciate it so much. Beauty and love and all kinds of good things. But they still want more, even though they are not dissatisfied with what is. Yeah. Okay, I drift deep into this course. And the other crow here is they want development also. They want to learn new things, skills mainly, crafts maybe, but also like they want to become better, and they want also, I think, probably as a couple. But I think if anyone, I'm not saying anyone would leave here, because the 8 generally is something that like eternal, if you lay it down, or even if it's upright, you can keep writing an 8 without ever ending. So it's like eternal, but these are reversed. So there may be a question about the breakup here, but the one that are more emotional is not the one leaving. And they also look back and also are appreciative of what have been before so much. Also, they stay for that, if nothing else, but they also are very pleased emotionally with this, although they have they want to explore more, but they are pleased where they are at. Yes, I said that already. And the other one, though, I think if they feel that things are stuck, the other one feel like content and pleased with what is, while this other more focus on the material or physical, that person is, or crow is more, they need that. They need to feel that there is a continuous development, exploration, and that you learn new things together and question, I guess, also. I think when it comes to viewpoint and so on, that there is a constant betterment of sorts, not in a like a hysterical perfectionistic way and such, but they just like that the process is alive, that the relationship is alive, that that it goes somewhere, that it's just not like here we are at these branches and we are, this person won't be pleased by that. There need to be a path forward for this love or this ambition or aspiration to stay there. Otherwise they will seek that development outside, and I think that may be the choice or the question here. I think this I think that is the female crow, actually. The male, I think, is the one more emotional, looking backward here. Yeah, I think so. That's what I see in the cards right now, but it can be different for various persons then. But yeah, I think this person feels like things just are as if, we have it like this is how our furniture is, everything is like this, and this person wants to not change it up just, but make it, find ways to, oh, this will be even better, or yeah, they, as I said, I think I can't keep going about the same thing, but I hope anyone who got these cards know what they say to you. And I don't know if there is an advice in this, actually. It's because you are different personalities. It's nothing against each other, and it's nothing that anyone of these birds and these crows can change in themselves, I think. But both have this same wish for more, and I think this the one that are more in their emotions, I think even if they are pleased, probably they should also maybe understand the other person's need to keep growing together and so on. So that is probably the advice, to not be so settled, like, but still, I mean, it's very solid. It doesn't seem shaky in any way, but I think it could be eventually, if things don't change, because the bird, the women, the woman crow here won't stay if there isn't a continuous growth. I'm not saying won't, that's wrong, but probably won't. Things can change. Yeah. It becomes like being with someone at the same home or nest or so on, but not really sharing. I mean, you can do things by yourselves, but still feel like what we build together. Or otherwise, this female crow will need to go on courses, do different things by herself, and spend lots of times with other birds. Like my other people that are flying higher. Yeah, maybe that could satisfy that need to feel that life is alive, that there is a growth going on all the time. That's what this person wants or needs. Yeah, that was for the first. God, it took time for that one. Sometimes I want to almost. I get a little bit not in trance, but I could talk about these cards forever. Sometimes when I look into one card, even I could there is no end. But yeah, I hope the first. Oh gosh, don't remember what time it started, but now it's number 2. Oh, you have to listen to all of them. 21 minutes in, it's number 2. I don't have. Oh, I don't want to. God, I have to write it down then. 21. I don't know when the first. I have to listen maybe myself. Okay, I'll shuffle first. Okay. So for number 2, let's see. There is just one card, and this is a satisfied bird, satisfied crow. This is 9. This is a wish fulfillment card also. If you had a question, this is yes. I said it was no yes or no previously, and you should preferably ask about alternatives or how questions or so on. But this is a yes. Yes, that's all I can say. I mean, if it's something you wish for, if it's a different question, then the answer is that you will get what you wish for. Wow. So this is really, really content. This by themselves, also feeling kind of pleased and loving life and everything, I guess. Their cups are filled with good stuff, and they also focus on those things. They don't feel much need for a lot of things, but still, yeah, whatever that is, that specific thing, that's yes. Okay, so that was easy. Then I can take for 22 minutes in. That wasn't difficult. For number 3, that was so quick. All right, number 3. Those choose number 3. Pile number 3. Whoop! Oh, almost did a similar strange. Oop! Wow. Okay. Number 3. This is Queen of Wands. This is someone that likes to be on top and rule things. And actually, I must say first, it's Queen of Wands and 3 of Swords. So now you're warned what I would say to come. So, what is this then? This queen is very fiery, and I think maybe she's a little bit flirty with a few, or maybe at least 2. They're like lions. This crow that have like the leader staff almost. This queen have some. Sorry. Sorry, John. Have 2 lions that she's on top of, so to speak. I think they are male lions here. And I think that is the problem here. I think she's like juggling. There are 2 males. I believe this interpretation, but hopefully you can find it out for yourself what this is for you. But I think the problem with choosing, because they are pretty much equal in her mind, I feel. She kind of, I guess, loves them both, but she won't let anyone rule her. She rules her world. And if they want to be included in that, that's where they are at. They have to adjust to her. Yeah, that's the only way. She's a little bit cocky, but she's also, I mean, they seem pleased, though. They seem relaxed, and they love this crow and cooperate with her. But the 3 of Swords, then, someone is leaving this because of the 3. I think this is like a situation where even if it's not a full relationship, I mean, this may not be a love relationship between these, but it's kind of is like there is almost as if, even if no one is like unfaithful or anything, it's like one too many here, and someone will be heartbroken sooner or later by this, if nothing else. And I think this is part of it. I think this queen, she needs to choose. She cannot keep both. I think that's the message here. And both for her own sake. I mean, if she wants her own heart to be fulfilled, also, she can't just like stay in a state of choice. You know, you have to sometime make a choice, even if it seems like they are very equal and it's difficult to make this choice. But anyway, the choice will be made otherwise by someone leaving, and that will be one of these lions here. And all three of these, I believe, will be heartbroken by that, if so, and like cut by this. So yeah, it could potentially also indicate something else. Like, I'm not talking about diseases or so on, but sometimes people die. Then I laugh. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, deceased. I never thought about that. Disease and deceased are so close words. Anyway, but I mean, it could be something else like that happens. So that is also heartbreaking, because this card symbolizes heartbreak and someone leaving. It could be something else also. They get work somewhere else, or it could be anything. I mean, like such. But it will cause a heartbreak, and I think it's harmonious. The thing is, this Queen of Wands card, it's very harmonious with these. Maybe she finds her balance. I think she would be a little bit off balance if there would be only one of these lions, because maybe she easily adjusts then to that person. So when she have like the support, let's say, or the emotional support, at least, or what it is, from two, she will then not get too soft or too weak towards them, so that they will start to like, I don't know, devour this crow. So it seems this threesome of sorts seems a little bit harmonious, but there is a heartbreak, and that may also be related to what I just said, that if one of these leaves, then that will, the whole balance will be affected. This was the most difficult of these three. Wow, it's so harmonious. And yeah, because these lions, they are very much, as represented also in the strength card, they are very much in their egos. They are very masculine. I talked about this previously. People get mad. And when they talk about feminists, I say I'm a masculinist. But anyways, we should celebrate it all, shouldn't we? Anyway, so these two lions here, they are very much in their masculinity. And that is also could sometimes be very close to the ego. Yeah, I mean, just let's say it like this. How can I say in a good way? It serves them to not be on top. No, but yeah, it serves them to not be like ruled by someone else in a bad way, but just it becomes more harmonious than if one of those would be in charge, let's say, in a way. I hope what I say goes, I mean, land somewhere where you can understand what I'm saying. It's very beautiful. Yeah, they need each other. I feel like this is a harmonious thing. as long as she is there, I don't know what the heartbreak is. Maybe maybe it is what I said also, that she will have to make a choice, or it will come to a choice, and then someone would have to leave. That can also be the heartbreak here, the Three of Swords, that she eventually make that choice for one of these, although they are very equal to her. And then that would be heartbreaking, even if she chooses. That's another thing. I mean, I'm not promoting anything or think that whatever people do, whatever makes them happy, but um, in society, it's commonly two people in a love relationship as such, or even sometimes in friendships, I guess. But in this case, I think that if that would have been accepted in a broader sense in society, I think this would be the perfect balance. But yeah, it's not. And then this choice will be pushed towards a choice. I also think that these lions, they wouldn't share. They don't have that instinct. Let's say they they wait for a decision of this crow, but as long as this decision is not made, that's like fine. That they can't like um yeah, you understand, I think. uh but they won't accept that either, because that's not like their nature. They, if it goes further in this connection, I feel, then there must be a clear yes and a clear no for one of these. Wow, it's really, really painful. And even if it's painful for just two here, it will also affect the third one, that may be the one that are chosen then, because of the heart, the sort of sadness that comes along with this sort of breakup, even if it's. Yeah, I can't dive into this further. I hope anyone who got this can figure out what it means to you. It could be an entirely different situation, because I don't, but I hope you can figure it out anyway when I talk about the cards, because I don't use my mediumship or channeling or psychic abilities reading the cards, although intuitively I pick up some messages from the cards that may just relate to one more, so that it's more important for this message then. Okay, they are very lovely though, both these lions. So I get this crow have a difficult time. She's also very lovely. A different species though. Also, with the birds, they are almost always more connected to the soul level. So yeah, it could be the loss of someone in some other accident, whatever else. I'm not like trying to make like catastrophic. I don't know, readings like that, but something will lead to one leaving anyway, and that will be heartbreaking. Yeah, painful for all somehow. Yeah, that's all I can say for now. And no one is in here, and I get all sleepy. I've been up to 3 at nights and so on. Like, oh, 33, 33. It was just the time here on the video. And when I say 3, so, and the 3 of these 3. Yeah, I wonder. I'm so curious about that. Maybe I have to know. I don't think if I should have said something else about that, that would have come up immediately. So I think that's enough. Otherwise, maybe I go too far into some things that people do not really want to know. Yeah. So, so yeah. What else do I want to provoke or no? I have a few things on my mind, but I feel like they could probably provoke. Not that I am against that particularly, but I also don't know if I have a need to express that right now. certain thoughts. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, almost even know what that would be now. Yeah, I've had a lot of things, pondering a lot of things. Yeah. I think it's easier when if someone comes in and chat about same things, and then I can express my views here. Otherwise, it seems I don't want to. I mean, my aim to tell certain things is not to trigger others' negative reactions. So I think I would if I go into certain things. So yeah. Yeah, okay, I will then, since these lions are here in the cards. Oh, no, I'm in deep shit. No, but I didn't put the song here. I was going to. I do that now then, Scorpions. Or I did. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Yes, I did. Yeah. So, I actually thought about that when it comes to cats. About masculine. It was about a little bit. One of the thoughts that I've had, and I still do have, is about this masculinity, about even alpha, as also is sometimes discussed as, even here on my channel, as something bad, which I don't think it is. It's pretend alpha could be bad. It could be just whomever is cocky and brag or whatever. But still, I think there is a charm to it. But maybe I'm just anyway. But I just thought about this the other day about neutered cats, or I saw it on Facebook actually. I have a female cat, but it says that if you do it later, if you don't do it early, they can, even if you do it later, then they have already developed certain male, masculine, or if you say it like that, traits, like male cat traits. And then they can be difficult to get rid of. And so I was thinking about certain things. I was also thinking about this program that I watched that I was like very sort of upset by, but from a totally different view than I thought I would be. About they were doing this sort of infiltrating Swedish Democrats party here in Sweden, SD, that I'm not in favor of, by the way. I'm not in favor of the whole system. I'm an anarchist. I don't vote. Anyway, so what was upsetting was so many things. Why do I drift into that? Anyways, back to the cats. Oh God, I am slow now. Today I'm not quick. So yeah, these, I think that kind of, well, that's it. Oh, now I remember why I got to that program. One of the things they said in that program was that over and over again, a few times at least, they said that if something is showed over and over again, the same thing, that is like manipulation, because that makes you think that it is reality. And look at news, look at everything, like that's the same thing happening. I was almost thinking that these reporters were like undercover, that they tried to talk about our, I don't think so actually, but I hope so almost, that they can't flash it out too clearly, but they repeatedly said that still a few times. So and that's obvious when it comes to certain things. If there is something going on, that is like the same news on each channel, on everywhere, like almost, in the general public service, I don't know. And there are many other things going on in the world, or other viewpoints you can have on those things that are going on. And so that was interesting. Maybe someone wake up to that. But yeah, anyways. So and also I thought about it was almost to me. Now I'm into the masculinity thing and all that again. Like, apparently, that's the thing today. I hope no one listens to this, or I will have to take it down. No, I hope anyone can do it. I don't. I can change my mind also if I may be totally off. I may change my mind to come, hopefully. But this is rather that I changed my mind to this position, I guess. I actually didn't have a clear one before. So back to the cats, and about the thing that much that goes on in the general things that we are served through TV and so on is very much propaganda according to that principle of what they said also there. And that was our public service TV that did that infiltrating program. So anyway, and they actually, I think, I don't know if they actually are judged, but they were questioned, and I understand why, because if this would have been okay, I mean, they won't go to, I think those are the reporters, I mean, or those who are backing the program, I don't know who are charged by that this was like going too far or wrong, like, oh God, how I talk. Anyway, that is obviously so, because what if this was done on each of the other parties? That would be similar, I can tell. And that's why they have to stop it. Because like yeah, it's not like it's interesting when something is portrayed as, oh gosh, this is the sweetest goodness that there is, and that can so easily turn both blind and also I don't just usually the words like evil, but I mean, I think it's good to scrutinize things and check into things and whatnot. I think it should be open and whatnot. But what I mean is that I think that's why they are at fault, because if that is okay, that would be also okay for someone to do somewhere else with those more traditionally more so accepted parties. They say that was not the case, that it had to do that this was that specific party, but it's obvious that it was. But anyway, so yeah, that's why they have to like judge them in some way, or at least try to prevent others from doing the same to others. That's my thoughts. I'm not saying I'm right in this at all, but yeah, so back to the neutered cats. So, but if there is a lot of propaganda when it comes to, I just met the guy the other day. He seems like, I mean, he seemed nice and so on. And he started by saying that he had a friend who he refused to. He got so mad. The only time usually he got mad or something like that. And he got mad at this friend because that person said that there are only two genders, which it biologically or like in the law sense, I think still, if they haven't changed that now. Anyway, that's the case, and also physically, apparently, right? Or yeah. Anyway, he got so mad and he said, like, why can't they just let people be happy? And I guess there are those who just have, I mean, are afraid of differences, or I don't know, have prejudice and so on, and that's bad. But there are some other, there is another agenda that some others have. I'm not saying that is right either, but I've heard it, and it doesn't seem unlikely, let's say it that way. And that is that there is a plan. Now I really sound conspiracy like, and the word, how people like that, and also cognitive dissonance. Everyone in each side talk about that. Like, I love, yeah. So Anyway, and everyone says to everyone else, wake up, wake up. But who is asleep here? Anyway, so yeah, the propaganda, that what they mean is not like that anyone would be like against whatever someone would do to make themselves happy, but it's rather in the greater scheme of things, it's rather the plan, let's say, if there were one, to almost infantilize us in a way, but also, I'm not saying, by the way, that I think females are the most powerful creatures on earth. So do not misunderstand me and think that I mean that is weaker in any kind of way, but that is more in a different way physically, and in a defense sense, the males oftentimes have been or are the strongest. Look at sports. I mean, that will probably be changed now, but I mean, yeah, that's generally the case. That's kind of obvious, and in many other ways that can be shown. Anyway, so when it comes to, I also think about buffaloes and that there's still the little buffaloes in the center, and the females protecting around the little ones, and then the males, the greater circle around those. That the masculine as a protector is, I think, also the attractiveness for us many times, females. I'm not saying this is the thing for, oh God, oh God, I shouldn't even go on now, I feel. But anyways, yeah, okay. So, but back to the cats. I wonder about that suddenly, because if there is the thing that this is propaganda thing about the trans and all things, to not to only, maybe there is a part of that could be that to embrace everyone's freedom and right to express their true selves and have whatever love they want and so on. I really endorse that. I think that should be a free choice for anyone. And yeah, that should be respected. No one should have anything to do with that, what other people choose or are or whatever. But if there is this propaganda, this plan to weaken males or masculinity to make us more compliant, to rule us better, to make us easier slaves. That is kind of the what those who see it as just being bullying towards others, and that's what they don't even hear or see or think, that there could be some greater, or I'm not saying greater in better, I just mean broader sense, something that make people question this. Why is this so important to change these things? And yeah, and there are many, it goes very overboard sometimes. Someone who identify themselves as I don't know what, but like a cat, or I mean, I'm not saying that is the same thing and that it is a lot of those. I'm not saying that. I don't even know, but I know that it is that it happens, and I'm not saying it's the same thing. But what I'm saying in a very, very random and strange way is that there could be good motives. I mean, there could be caring, loving motives behind questioning this supposedly agenda. What would that lead to? What would happen? And also the whole thing about the cast, back to that now. I'm circling back very slowly. But yeah, what if that's why the question that it is so early in age? Could that be because the same fact that is like before that more masculine energy start to pop up more? And what I want to say also about the program, about those those viewpoints, as I could say, that there is almost like, I mean, I love people, and I think people should be, no, not always, but I don't love people always. I mean, but I mean, I think everyone should really embrace who they are, and shouldn't have to fit into some whatever idea about masculinity there is or whatnot. I mean, yeah, I really don't think. I think that is a very narrow thing. But when you dismiss that as something negative, something ugly, something bad, something dangerous, something, all kinds of things, what does that do really? Is that beneficial for us even? And I don't think it is. I really agree on that, even whatever the background agenda may or may not be. I think that is a very, very positive energy that does not have to be pushing others down. It could like switch onto that in negative ways, exactly like everything else could turn overboard in some way or another. So yeah, but in itself, there is like a good protective force in itself, and also super attractive, by the way, to some of us. Yeah, and so yeah, I really embrace that, and from that perspective, I also think when I mentioned just feminists and so on, I don't know a lot about it, but equal rights and so on, I think that's like a given, even if you would be like a masculinist. I mean, that means that you really should want the best and protect those you love, also those who are. I'm not saying that couldn't go the other way around, like you as a female can protect the male as well in some cases. I mean, in different ways, or same ways sometimes. Wow, this is rambly. Yeah. So and in this investigating program, sort of, that they did, they portray themselves as so without edge, or how can I say that that was so provoking to me. Actually, it was like, we are only allowed to be super extremely soft and preferably even slow. I had this horrible thought, okay, now I go really overboard, I shouldn't do that. There is a joke that goes around like, oh, that one must have taken many shots now. But listen to me, but I haven't done so, but that's maybe why though. Oh, anyway. Wow. Okay, I have to take this down probably quickly. No, but nah, anyway. So no one listens. That's the gain to me doing this, right? Okay, so anyway, yeah. That is what I also met in this. I'm not. Oh yeah, here's an example. The guy I met the other day, he was super sweet. I really, really liked him, and I think I could have some. You can have good exchange sometimes, although some things we disagree and seeing things different ways and so on. That is positive, I think, that you can embrace that and don't have to dismiss all people who don't think exactly like you. But there is never a chance almost to get to that point if you are dismissed immediately, if you think a few steps further or broader or deeper or whatever. If on the surface level something may look like one thing, like super good or protecting others or whatever it is, but there could be another thing when you look into it deeper. And most people don't have the patience at all to even consider that could be the case. I mean, that other people's reasons for seeing things in a certain way doesn't have to be mean. We don't have to immediately dismiss others without even hearing where it come from and what their true thoughts are, or at least what they express as their why, whatever they think. But it's so, sometimes it's so touchy. You can't almost you can't even it's not allowed to question certain things. And I had this discussion with someone that is also, I don't know what to say, but yeah, you can. That person said all the time, yeah, you can. And then you get a lot of consequences for it, and also aggressiveness and whatnot. And that is what it means. Like, but yeah, it doesn't mean that you cannot. You can at least deal. So yeah. So that person, anyways, not saying the name or anyone. I don't even. Yeah, I remember the name because it's odd spelling. But anyway, that person also talked about relationships, and I mean, I can see this, but still, I wanted to almost protest. No, I didn't want to protest, but to me, that is very different. I may be very different. I don't know, but that person, that man, said that, which I really enjoyed. I have to say, this is not a critique to that person at all. I really, really was fascinated by several things about that person, what they said, and how he expressed himself and so on. Certain things. Anyway, I'm curious also about certain things. So then he said about relationships that, oh gosh, I need to change. I have a TV on where they do some facial. I can't see crap like that. Whoa, oh, I need to change. Boof. I can't see like operations stuff. So, okay, I can turn it off, by the way. So anyway, God, do I even ever get to the point? No, I'm so disturbed by those who do that, who talks around and around, never get to it. I want it to be exact and quick and so on when I listen. But when I talk, I never get even anywhere. I'm so sorry about that to anyone who feel like I do to others. Well, he said that he was not interested in he was not interested in sex. It was like the and he talked about this like as if it should be the proper way of viewing things almost. He didn't say that out loud, but he said like, how is not personality the most important? And younger kids, I mean, it could be an immaturity thing sometimes also, but like they talk about this and that guys and so on, and that could, I don't know, but but also I think that younger people are very much more tolerant than when I was younger, like whatever their gender. But yeah, what I'm getting to is that this person said that was so unimportant, and they wouldn't even, that wouldn't matter at all. It was like how we have it socially and what we are. And to me, that's like, no, I mean, that's like the one thing that is important, not the one thing. Of course, that would be important with a person I enjoy as a person. Yeah, that is important to me. Yes, very much so. I mean, yeah. But when it comes, we talked about love relationships, and I almost then also felt like, why are you so both desexualized, demasculinized, why? I'm not saying he is in particular. I'm just taking that as an example. That's just his person, maybe. But also, I think that what it is to me, what hits me, why I think about it what I question here, is like the fact that seems to be the good positions in quote unquote. Like, look here, I don't even have those almost needs or wants, or how is that a better thing? But yeah, but I got that sense also from that, from many things actually, when it comes to talking about these things. It's like the softer and less masculine a man is, the more they are like a good one. Hi, someone. God, I'm getting upset when I talk. Is someone here? Can you see me? Maybe I should go back to Facebook also, look if someone is here. Oh, I have so many things to say. I never get to them. They left. I don't see who gets in here, so you don't have to leave. Unconditional love does not mean unconditional acceptance of bad behavior, no. But it varies what we consider bad behavior, though. Yeah. And if someone think that politicians at the top, I mean, who are really, have those who really have some sort of influence, which they, well, don't probably do have too much because they are ruled by the bankers. But still, if they are the ones ruling the bankers, but if they think that they don't manipulate, well, I don't know what to say about that. That's obvious, however innocent they show off or whatever it is. I mean, that is the fact for each and every party or what it is. Some may be more accepted as the good view in people's mindsets and so on. That's like the only difference, I believe, in the way to manipulate to get votes or whatever it is. Yeah. But it's obviously hidden. People don't go around saying that. Yeah, so I've been here for 1 hour and 2 minutes and just rambled around. I have some cards here also. If you can see this, I go back to Facebook also if this is someone who came in from the far. Isn't that a song or something? That's someone that came in from Facebook. You can write there too. I can check that. Otherwise, if you see the chat, I can pull a card for you if you like. Anyways, you can't answer, but you are here, so I will do that. I hope you're fine with it. I will just see what jumps up for you, okay? Because otherwise I keep talking. No, they left. They didn't want to. Oh, I will do it anyway. If you're here, you will. Oh, Ace of Cups. This is so much love. Wow. Well, this is potential for so much love. This is like the Holy Grail. This is like, wow. This is like overflowing, also beauty. And also there are some lotus flowers here. And this cup is just overflowing. And one bird, there are two birds here. And one bird is flowing like, flying. I mean, flowing. What's the word? Oh. What is my mother is doing stuff on Facebook now. Liking stuff. Oh, if you heard this, maybe not so much. No, she hear me all the time, so she heard it all over and over. Poor bastard, I almost said. Yeah. I'm almost like a propaganda machine myself. So, no, I'm not. I'm trying to understand things, yes. And sometimes I go wrong. And I don't think also that it's a very beneficial thing to keep focusing on the wrongs. I think we should focus on what we want to build and preferably start within with ourselves. Yeah, so to be critical about, but I think when it's sometimes it's taken as criticism towards persons and people's free choices and so on, while it is a criticism against the the manipulation in society and the propaganda in society and the enslavement and the pain that caused for people. I mean, and it will be worse if we don't see, if we don't start to, we can change that. We are the ones we've been waiting for, they say, but something like that. Hope they didn't wait for me. So someone is in here again. This is, oh, by the way, I should continue with this Ace of Cups. If this is the same person who came in, otherwise it was for the previous one. Yeah, it's a beautiful. This one bird is looking into this cup and just it's so super beautiful. And they see like images. I think this is very psychic. I think it's the male that comes flowing, I said, but yeah. And they have something in their beak. Is that the word? Like almost like a oblate, you know, those in church where they dip into the wine. It's like it's also a gift. It's a gift, but it's also like yeah, I think this is about, sometimes this is about birth and life, giving life, but it's fiery also. This is so much love here that have not yet come to expression. They may not see each other's view yet, but the female crow here, as I see the one that is sitting looking into this cup, is waiting for this one to come flowing with their goodies. No, but with whatever it is, it's like gifts, like I mean, that could be in various ways. Something nourishing, though, something life-giving, and wisdom also, not the least. They come with something valuable and important and holy, maybe even, actually, as it seems. And this is very pure. This is very pure love. And that is one thing that makes me sad when it comes to all this politics and all the ways people can see things and this and that. You can, I mean, same people who have very different viewpoints can have a very pure intent. They can be pure-hearted in their will to do what is best for others, or for even themselves included. So that's a sadness that sometimes the whole the words even in themselves can be so triggering, so people don't hear each other at all. And I feel that is sad. Yeah, but this is the very, very beautiful. This is so much beauty here, and I think these birds will kind of connect again. This male bird is on their way. It's like almost floating, yeah, by the winds. It's like the winds pushes him back, sort of, or towards this one waiting. It's almost also like he carries the sun in his beak, with it's shining. Yeah, it's needed for her somehow. But there needs to be a pure intent. This could not be a manipulative idea of sorts. If it is, yeah, that is not the case here. It's also a new start. Like every ace is almost a new start. It's not even begun yet. Something that could begin. And yeah, it's so much to say about that. So I think this male bird is sad, not crying maybe, but like that's the one I pick up the sadness from. Yeah. They are sad, they are hurt somehow. Right. Well, anyway. And when I said that about the whole thing, that the overly softness or overly, I don't know, in some males, let's say, almost like it to me it seems like, at least in that program, it seemed like I like something like a mask, like a show of, I mean, trying to portray themselves in a very good way, and it becomes like overly obvious. Not, I mean, it seems so so theatrical, sort of, yeah. So it becomes like, what are you doing even? And I also thought when I saw that what if they would have done this like 20 years, even longer before, maybe it wouldn't have been so shocking. It's like they are way, I'm not saying that I'm quick when it comes to new technology and stuff and whatnot, but it seems like they are way off target when it comes to what's going on in the world and who. It's like they are still back in some other time. Yeah, that's what am I. Anyway, so I don't mean that. I think that's very beautiful. We all have all the qualities within, and I think that it's very beautiful that males can show all the softness and the cry or have all emotion. I mean, that it's okay also for males to express all the human things that we have all in common, and for females also to express aggression, not the least. I mean, look at the goddesses. Wow. And that is still something that is not forbidden, but it's not usually appreciated much. So, but I mean, aggression, I mean, like almost in the sense of passion. I don't mean like in a violent way towards someone or anything else. Yeah. So, hey, Diamond Norland. Hey, thank you for the. Oh, it's for you. Ooh, and a rose there. Oh yeah, that's beautiful for you. Wow, something good is really coming your way. It has begun, and it's very much an emotional. What can I say? It's so pure and it's so beautiful. The things that are they have begun, but they haven't really yet manifested fully in the materialized physical world. But it's super good, yeah. And I assume you're a Swedish one, but I keep talking in English because of beautiful. Yeah. Oh yeah. God, this was the one of my most rambly ones yet. Do you have any other question about something else? Sometimes I also think about that because I have so many thoughts going in all directions about pulling cards for these various things going on in the world and so on and so forth. But yeah, maybe not. Aside from just personal things, but yeah, I don't know about that. Mhm. So, but if you have another question of sorts, I don't usually allow, I must say usually, but yeah, people to ask about other people's feelings or whatever like that, because I feel like you invite their privacy. That's also a reason why I didn't, I could see auras previously. I can see it still if I focus on doing so. But then I saw it all the time around all things and people and whatever. And I didn't understand what I saw. I don't know if you're into these things, but anyway, I didn't understand it. So it was just stressful. I thought that I had too much information coming my way anyway. And it was just like a different language I couldn't understand. Nowadays, I realize that my life had been so much easier and so many, I mean, so much less problems if I wouldn't have trained myself not to see them, because I felt also like I almost invaded people's energy field by looking at their energy field, so to speak. And I never do psychic readings for those who don't ask me to do so. And I see that is also, oh, people are like a special species, aren't we all? Anyway, let's see. I'm just in a personal chaos. Oh, the ace will make me stop crying for a while. Oh, that's the sadness I felt. Wow. Can I keep on waiting? Oh, that yeah, and it's beginning. Wow. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry for you. I feel that sadness. Yeah, I do. I do feel it. Hmm. Oh, I wish I could do more. Say more. I don't know. Yeah, but there is a purity. I mean, there is love here. If this is about also connected to love, I would assume, but I'm not sure. It could be many things, um, but there is like or have been a disconnect for some time now. Yeah. Mm. But the love is not lost. It's not gone at all. There is, I think, in this case also. I mean, maybe I go overboard here, but I feel like that is must have been like if you believe in previous lifetimes and such, or even if you don't, I believe that these have been a connection that have been going further back in time, in times even. So these won't break. There's some people talk about whatever twin flames. I don't care. You don't have to, I mean, focus on those words and stuff. But it's like these have been so strong for so long back. It's like bonds that are unbreakable, I would say. Yeah, it's like heart bonds. Yeah. So, yeah, and it's pure from both ends, which is sweet. Although you may not see that in each other all the time, like, or so. Okay, I won't keep, since you were happy with it, I won't keep talking about it. Maybe I go over, but back to the whole chakra thing. Yeah, it would have helped me so much, and I felt like I was checking into some. But when yeah, it was like that because some people I see a lot more than I say. I say a lot too, but I see a lot more. But when it comes to um, people that I meet, and then they know that I'm a witch and I do these things and I'm a psychic and a medium and stuff, it's I understand the question mark on that, and or even the skepticism. I for sure would be one to be skeptical of anyone saying that, and I know what I do when I say it. I even use the word shaman that people don't like you to use, but the spirits are okay with it, so I'm okay with it. But um, I know that I trigger something. I mean, I know that you do that when you express something to the universe, or you get challenged. You will have to prove yourself, and so I wouldn't do it like um, just without understanding that I will be challenged. This is almost poking the beast or something. I don't know. But when it comes to people, oh, oh, it's fine. Oh, sweet. Oh, thank you. Oh, anyway, so when it comes to um, not wanting to see everything, I could not. I'm saying I could see everything. Who knows? But I trust also the spirit world to let me know what I need to know. I believe in the journey, even the one that ends here someday, like in my form as the person I am. But so I don't have to. Eventually, things will, and usually I've seen that so many times that. That is the wrong word, but I will be like resurrected. If I have been in the right and others are not, then things will turn. I mean, for sure, the universe works like that. It could take a very long time sometimes, but it happens. And so I'm not bothered. I mean, it happens, and therefore I don't check into people like all the time like that. So sometimes I mean, I can read, and I mean, many people can read others like you just see minor changes in their faces or whatever. You pick up on signals even subconsciously, but usually I do the readings without meeting them. But anyway, um just to avoid that part. But when I sit with someone and they try to fool me, um I can almost like see how they think that, well, if you had what you have, you should know that. And I just like, what? It's like, yeah, I do know it. I couldn't like prove it in quote unquote. So therefore, why should I even mention that? But also, I like to have that sort of morals that I don't want to check into people if I'm not meant to, if they don't ask me, because when it's really really important, I will get the message anyway. Then spirit will sort of crash in and tell me what I want, what I not what I want to know, but what I need to know. So I'm quite content in that. Maybe this sounds even more awkward than all the things I said before. Well, anyway, so yeah. Oh, anyways. Yeah, things will be so good. I can just say that this whole is the cup also that represents the heart, and the heart, especially the Ace of Cups, I would say, and that was whole. It's like also maybe unbreakable actually, but yeah, everything will be wonderful. You will feel so much great love, and also probably unexpectedly because it haven't shown yet, sort of. Yeah, it's on its way for sure. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what else to do here. Should I just sit here and can I talk about something else that could be bothering someone? Yeah, I don't know. Why should I go in there? But yeah, I totally dislike that nowadays. And well, I mean, what I was thinking is that I dislike when people just quickly take a position of that this is the right way to think, and this is the good way, especially to think or to be. And if you have some opposing idea, then you are obviously bad, so I can't even talk to you, or maybe mock you, or just aggressively say all kinds of made up, seemingly expert things that I know. I don't know. I hope feeling so empty. Yeah, I see that. Maybe you are the one. Are you a male or female? Because I feel the male is more sad, but also the female was the one looking into that sort of empty cup, waiting. What can I see here, kind of thing, almost in a dream, trying to almost imagine it to life. I would say. So I don't know if you are a male or a female. What do you want to say? Anyway, should I see if I get some other advice to you since you'd like that one? I hope it doesn't go wrong. Then I will do that. You don't even have to answer. If you're here, that's a risk you take. I usually ask before and get the answers before, but I'm the female. Yeah, I felt that. The male is the sad one. Yeah, it is. And you are also the sad one. So, and you are waiting there, but the male is on his way. So he would like give his life for you. He's really, really, really as they say also about love, that love is something that when you take someone as part of yourself, it's not that you should exclude yourself and just focus on the other one. And try that. Don't do that, children. No, but but that is what this male does, as you also I think do. But yeah, so this person would give everything, their life and everything for you, and I think this have changed. I think previously this person could have acted somewhat manipulative, I would say, but really not exactly out of meanness, but out of protecting themselves and also having certain egotistical, like let's say, wishes or plans or ideas that they wanted to push, like their agenda, sort of thing. But that have changed. That let's say forced to disconnect by his kids, I guess. Oh, okay, okay. Mm-hmm. But when he comes back now, or if it's someone else, it could be, but it could be the same one. This one, whomever is on their way to you, that one have only pure intentions, only the best for you in their heart and mind. There is no diversion and no, they really want to understand you, and they want to also probably be understood, but they more so they have um they have kind of been doing some soul searching, if you say, or at least something have landed for this male person so that he feels a kind of, he understands better where things went, let's say, south. So yeah, I feel it in the heart also. I feel the heartache. I feel it, probably yours maybe also, but his, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, but you will he will come around and everything will be fine. Yeah, we are so good at that, humans. We are so good at not seeing or hearing each other's because we have all these filters and all these defenses and all this all those vulnerabilities and protective things we feel that we need, and we do need that sometimes because the world is full of lions, or let's say egos, and we should have boundaries for sure. We don't need to have fear though, and we don't need to be defensive. We can understand from others' perspectives as well. Oh, oh, thank you for that one. Yeah, yeah. It's sad when some things clash, when the hearts kind of are one, but let's say dissonance or things, some things around, or what it could be then in your case, kind of pull you apart. But it's like bringing you together still. Yeah, or he is the winds of change. Now I'm in the Scorpion. Isn't that Scorpion again? What's up with me and the Scorpions? Oh, they will bring him there anyway. I will see. That's yeah. I will put the link to that one too. Maybe the previous one was for you too. That was what's happening here now. It looks weird. Okay, I will just. Sorry, I'm drifting with things now. It says nostalgic whistling is the text. We know how it sounds in the beginning. I can't whistle too good, so I won't do the whole thing. But yeah, previously it was another Scorpions. Maybe that is something. Oh, are you maybe a Scorpion, or someone may be involved, or it could be that too, even that someone is Scorpio. Yeah. Anyways. And it's very. When I come back to the things I talked about before, which is maybe you didn't hear them, but I really want to talk to those who think. I've always been like that, actually, my whole life. I seek those even who think different than me, because I get bored if I talk to those who think the same all the time. But I want to understand more. So how would I find that if I don't seek those who think differently? I want to, and really truly want to understand them also. Um, so that is also kind of sadness, I would say, or something that it's so blocked sometimes by some ideas are so uh, I don't know if I should use the word narrow-minded, but they are so threatened or something. So it's like a shut door if you just even try to understand or meet or talk about certain things, and I don't know. Yeah. But it is what it is. I see also the sun at the bottom of the deck. I just turned and now it's maybe for you also that it's coming your way. The sunshine, I mean, it's coming all over the Sweden, but also that it's happiness and cheerful and innocence and all that. We are both cancers, but he is the one that goes through big changes in life. All right, okay. No doubt then that this whole emotional thing is there. It's like your water element thing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I totally feel. Oh, sorry. I feel his sad. I'm just yawning at the same time, but I feel that male sadness. Yes, whatever the changes are. Hmm. But it also may change him in a positive way. It's like it purifies him, sort of, in some way or another. Yeah, I hope that's for good, and even be open also to. I mean, the Holy Grail. I'm not saying that. I mean, life itself have a lot of love to offer. So maybe there is another bird coming flying. Who knows? You shouldn't shut the door to whatever beauty or love wants to. I mean, come towards you, even if it doesn't come through the form of him exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't usually suggest that, but yeah, since the cards show that he's on his way or someone is on their way anyway. And you seem to have a very special connection. Yeah, things will change, and I think they are already have changed actually, but they haven't manifested. That's what it is about. So yeah, yeah. No, I don't. I won't pull a card for if you will wait. But if they say like no or something, I won't pull a card for that. Yeah. Mm. It's very sweet, and also both of you are very then probably very emotional. I mean, that is a very beautiful thing. I think if you can feel deeper, then yeah, you experience things that others don't reach those levels of, let's say, intimacy as well, as they call intimacy. It's like you try to almost see in a psychic way here, with this bird sitting looking at the into the waters of the cup. I watched a series on, it was TV4, I think it was, like TV4. The White no, what is it called? The White Queen, I think it was called. That was fascinating. They did so much witchcraft. They were like fucking and doing witchcraft. They had to like show all the sex all the time because of them. They were always new babies being born, and that was like their way to show it all the time, or maybe to make people want to watch it. I don't know, but it was a very sweet series. Although that was much of it, I was surprised that there was so much witchy things in it. But I think that was more so common previously also. So maybe it's correct. And I liked it, but it ended before like the whole. I mean, it was like an historical sort of series or built on some hysterical, no, historical sort of facts. But I'm not sure. I don't know so much about the history of England so much. I got sad when disconnected. I wanted to move away, but in my heart I just can't. I do know when or where. I don't know when or where to go. Yeah, as I said, me and the cards are two different things. So the cards show you is on its way, or love is on its way. It could come in another form, and don't shut your door to that. Be a little bit open to the fact that someone else could come flying. But yeah. So, but personally, I would say other things. All, especially women who have to do with me, they know that. They know they usually don't want advices, but they hear me sitting on their shoulder, like, huh. So generally, I would say to someone here, don't wait. Like, find someone, go date, or I would say something else, or at least boost yourself with love for yourself, and that is what you're doing. I think I feel like you do that pretty much. Because in this reflection of the cup you also see yourself and probably realize your own beauty and your own depth and who you are and the value you have, the high value you have, and that will also make him see it more so. So but yeah, the cards, they don't always say what I say, and then you should listen to the cards. Because in certain, generally that is a good advice, as I would say, but I would say, but the cards know better in your specific situation. So yeah. Yeah, spot on. So So yeah, and also I believe that that's why I don't want to dive too far into being focused on critical things or the things that I feel is wrong or so on, not at least all the time. Because I believe also that the vibe we have, also we are here to enjoy life, not only resolve it kind of stuff, or relationships, also the same thing there. But also because I think we are creators, we create all the time by our vibe. So if we constantly keep ourselves in a troublesome vibe, let's say, then that's what we will constantly meet in our outer world. We are bringing it there, so to speak. So it's better to meanwhile, even if waiting or whatnot, just meanwhile, to also actually enjoy that, to even, in mindfulness ways, plant some flowers, like, and dig your hands in the soil and like the dirt, and just be present in the now, or whatever you like to do. I mean, but still, just enjoy. We are here alive. That's fascinating in itself. Our ideas in our minds, they are not so very important. Our stories about all the things. I- Investing in myself by waiting. Don't just sit around. Uh, what is it said? Losing. Yeah. Losing very valuable time. Yeah. Also, just because, yeah, the value is always here and now. It's not in the other person. And you are connected at heart all the time. Also, maybe I should pick a card for a certain situation. No, I won't. By the way, no, I won't. It was something else. Never mind that. Yeah. Usually, sometimes I don't listen to myself, for all kinds of reasons. But there have been times when I've gone back to those where you can choose a card and forgot what I interpreted, and then I get answers from myself, so to speak. And no, I don't want them oftentimes, but they are correct though. Hmm. Why do you mean? Why I won't pull the card? I don't think I want to answer to that. I just, yeah, well, okay, I can pull a card for a certain situation or a relationship, you could say. This is a friendship, or maybe not so much. I mean, it's a man, but yeah, the fact of this was that I have a kind of a heated temper, and can be super extremely sharp when I get on edge, let's say. If I feel like the other one trigger that. It's not often though. I usually can keep my cool somewhat. You don't listen to yourself. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I don't have the patience to listen to me rambling around. I never get to the point. I feel if I start to listen. Also, I do this for a long, long time. I wouldn't have the time, or I feel like I want to do other things and listen to myself. Also, I already know what I'm thinking, so I don't need to like. Yeah. Sometimes it could be fun though, especially maybe far back. But I seem to be stuck in certain things, especially in the outer sense of what's going on in the world and stuff, that have changed. I mean, in a very dramatic way, compared to previous, and that was a huge change, and that was like very difficult also, because almost felt like going half insane, because I was so sure that I questioned things before, and I didn't. I just uh, swallowed anything that was served, and I just realized that. And then I want and I mean, the question for me was then, oh God, how stupid have I been? And if I have been that before, what am I now then? So yeah, but anyways, the question I will ask the question to myself. I mean, not to myself, but to the cards here, about someone that I said pretty harsh words to. Unnecessarily maybe harsh, but also maybe that person had it coming in a way. There, as I said, I can see many things, and some things I don't express, and sometimes that's why I'm upset more so than the things that are obvious. But I will pull a card for this connection, just like a one. Whoa, this is 9 of cups. So this is a wish fulfillment card. Didn't one of the the second pile I pulled 3, like in the beginning that you could pull 3 piles. The second one got this too. So this is the wish fulfillment card, and this crow is on top and close to the sun, and there have a lot of fulfillment, like the 9 cups here. Did I say 7? No, 9 cups of various goodies in there. I mean, the nourishment in these cups. So maybe it means that I'm content without this connection, because I have a lot of things, and I don't need it in a way, but also maybe it also means that if it's good for me, then maybe it will also show up again. Yeah. It's a very undramatic card anyway. That's good. That's like, whatever it will be awesome. It seems like for me. So that's good. Yeah. It's difficult to interpret yourself. I mean, I really don't like when others. I do that oftentimes, but sometimes I ask people to read cards for me or interpret my cards, at least. Sometimes those I know, and I really don't always like that, because when I see them, I can still fool myself a bit about the message somewhat. Even if I don't think I do it, I twist it or like tweak it a bit to my wishes, I guess. Yeah. I guess it's somewhat unavoidable to try to do that, to try to fool yourselves, myself. But when others see it and they have learned too much about what it means, and it's so much in your face, wow, I don't like that all the time. And also, I'm a rebel at heart. I don't like to do, even when the card suggests, or even when the spirit suggests. So I think they know me so well, so that they sometimes give me the wrong advice just because they know I will do opposing thing, right, or something. What do you mean? Even if you can't see the cards? What do you mean by that question? I don't know. Even if you can't see the cards. Try to understand the question. I listen to myself, but I guess sometimes very much so my ego, rather. And the spirits give me advice that are deeper or broader, see more perspective than I do, see wider. And yeah. So it depends on what's a part of myself, let's say, that I'm listening to. But I do listen. I don't obey. That's the problem. I, as I said, I'm a medium and also psychic. So I see things and I get messages constantly. Even when I do mediumship readings for other people, then usually my spirits, if I haven't listened to them, they try to hijack my reading, kind of to give me messages first, or something to someone else that needs it, or something else could be the case as well. So, hi, someone else is in here. Do you have a question to the cards? You're free to do so. I will check the tarot. I mean, the Facebook page also, where I put the link to this one, so I don't miss out to someone. No one have written something here. I don't think. Maybe I have to update the page now. Yeah. So yeah. I tend not to like to do what anyone says, even if it's spirits. But I've learned that sometimes trip me up so bad. So I should. I had this experience the other day, yesterday evening, I have lost. I had one thing from my grandma. It's a golden chain. Oh, by the way, that talks about, like, they call it that in the yoga that I'm going to, that I'm learning to teach and so. But anyway, but never mind. Then the spirit said, like, go through that, where I had a lot of stuff that I've just thrown into a sort of a, well, anyways, what is it called? Skåp, and yeah, and they said go through it. I didn't know what to find there. I thought that, okay, well, actually, I listened and did that, and that had been lost for me for so long, and I wondered where it could be and so on, because that's the only thing I have from her, and a Bible, actually, by the way, also with with what is it called, it's those Bibles where they have a zipper on it, anyways, that I got from her. She wasn't what I knew Christian like such, but she gave me that. Anyway, that necklace I got one time. Oh, okay, never mind that too. But it was the only thing I have from her, and so I went through that, where I just had papers and I don't know, all kinds of crap that I had thrown in there, actually. And it felt good to organize that a little bit, but suddenly, among all those things, were this necklace that I have had gone for years, I feel. So, what am I saying with this? I just mean that when I listen to them, that always is a win. That is, but I sometimes don't, and then I oftentimes also figure out why I should have afterwards. So, yeah, but they know me over there. Uh, you can do your own reading if someone else is reading cards for you. Yeah, of course. But then I still hear what they see and what they say. Even if I try to avoid to understand certain facts that I don't want to see, I cannot avoid it as easily than if I just do it by myself. I think, yeah. And also, it differs. I mean, if it's a good reader that I've started reading cards, um, I mean, learn, they get like connected to their own cards, so I can't read really their cards. Although I know, like, if you read it in a book that this card means this and this card means that, I know if they would interpret it totally different than the actual meaning in tarot, anyways. But when it comes to oracles, I couldn't. It's the other one that reads the cards, so what they see in the cards, that's the message. Then I have to understand why it comes like that, and maybe I have some keys that I can explain. Oh, it means like this and that to that person that they don't know. But if you don't see the cards, now you say the same question. Oh, I try to understand what you're saying now. Again, can you do your own reading if someone else is reading cards for you? Yeah, I do. Also, because I see things in them since I'm a card reader. Seeing things that they may not pick up, but also I hear their interpretation that I may want to miss out on. But then, let's see. But if you don't see the cards, yeah. Okay, you mean like that? Yeah, but they can, like, usually it's almost like dreams when it comes to card readings. The cards actually, since I do it like this, that is really a bad thing. I'm so lazy, so I just don't do a video with the cards. It's too much mess to do it, I feel. But anyway, so um I only like to see other readers when it comes to YouTube and so on, that I see when they shuffle and show them and so on. Otherwise, I think they're totally fake. So, yeah. But if I can't see, when people have done readings for me, I try to understand what people say. So, but usually they photograph them or something, because the messages in the images is like half of the is actually all the message. Actually, it's like that talks to the subconscious. it's like dreams that where we get some nightmares, or even if it's not nightmares, but it's like overemphasize something. It comes also in a symbolic language that we may not understand in our dreams at once. But that's like the transformational process is very much so in the images rather than in the words someone says about the cards. It's in what we see. So it changes things. If we, let's see the death card or the hangman or whatever tower, something that like shifts our perception. It becomes a symbolic or allegoric or whatever way of describing a problem that make us see it clearer. I mean, to make us make clearer choices because we understand clearer the consequences because of these images that are so in a way emphasized. It could be in a good way too, but so. But I think in my case, in my specific case, I think I listen so little to others, honestly, whatever they say. So I want to. I try to be open if someone gives me some sort of reading or cards, but I am skeptical more so always. That's like my way, and I also dislike very much to be influenced. So, but my spirit team, let's say, my spirit guides, they know, so they trick me. I feel sometimes when it comes to also the truth and whatnot and so on, I realize that sometimes they also in reading sometimes to others, uh, they see the outcome of whatever advice they would give or whatever message they would share. Sometimes that is also a symbolic way in an inner image, let's say, but also it could be just words or symbols as well, but still it could be more like a concrete in fact way. But even then, what they share, what they say may not be exactly accurate in a sense, because they know if they would say it that way, that wouldn't be as beneficial or benefit the person as much. So I've realized that lately that that's how they sometimes share, especially with myself, because they know I would fuck things up otherwise, and do the opposite thing and such. So, but I have great guides. They have great humor, and I guess they are wild ones in themselves. So yeah. Mhm. But I don't trust anyone else. No, I listen to myself in that sense. I mean, if anyone does a reading for me, I would not like hold on to that. I would not push it away, but I would like just think that okay, this is this person's interpretation or what they either want to influence me with, because I'm a skeptical, suspicious one, but also I would think that it's still through their narrow personality it comes, or through their soul even. It may not even fit into my way of seeing things. So, and I mean, I appreciate that people are open who come to me for readings. But I also appreciate if they are skeptical also. There were one person I sat with for 5 hours. She questioned everything. But I find it fun though to like, uh, I mean, um, a little bit at a time, like show her again, or she could put cards about what I've seen and she could see it herself and so on and so forth. So yeah, and eventually those things happen too, that I saw. So yeah, I have no will to prove myself, but I also want people to not buy into it like blindly, let's say, because that's not healthy. I don't think anyone should do that with whatever anyone else say. Sounds good that also a medium can feel skepticism. Yeah, I think it's healthy. It's very dangerous even, I think, to be too. I mean, I may be too skeptical when it comes to others, actually. I listen to no one. but yeah. And not even my guides that I actually trust. Those are the ones that I trust the most, those in the spirit world that protect me and so on. But still I don't do as they say. And they know that. I mean, sometimes I do it more and more because it's too it's just straining to not do, because it becomes difficult life if I do it my way. So I learn, but yeah, but it's not that I don't question that even. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's good. And yeah, I used to say that to those who it is also different if you question something just to be I mean just to like almost cause troubles, just to try to be cocky and oh, this is like shit that you do. That's not a uh good way to be if you want to mediumship reading. I mean, you have to open up your energy field a bit. You don't have to, but that's easier to I mean, yeah, you don't get much out of it maybe otherwise anyway. So yeah, but as I said, I'm very curious. So if someone does a reading for me, I'm curious at them as well. I think it always mirrors also the person doing it in a sense, in some way or another. So I'm interested, no, impressed of your strength to stand the world and I'm impressed of your strength to stand the world and people around. That's I don't even understand that fully. I think that I was born with it. I don't think it's even something I have developed. But one thing I have developed is that I I was like that since I came here. I wasn't easily influenced even when I was 2 years old. Like, but so it's part of my personality, I guess. Also, I just have it. It's like a little bit of a stubborn, not to say. Some people call me obstinate when I was like a teen, but I mean, yeah, it's very very stubborn. Yeah, I don't like to be pushed, and I can almost break a leg not to. Yeah, I don't like to be pushed. But previously, I saw what other people did, but also I talked about, or I mentioned this to someone. We wrote a little bit today. I think it was actually this morning about that. I've had like good intent all the time, I would say, which seems like a lie, I know, but still, I actually think so. But I also interpreted others that way. And when they didn't, and I saw strange ways others had, then I felt for them so much. I mean, I felt so much compassion for them, so I ignored it. I didn't ignore it, but I just felt that the best way would be for those who are so small. In my mind, that this seems like very cocky, but in my mind, they were so weak and small. So I felt like they really, really need a lot of love and compassion, you know, if they behave in these kinds of ways. Gradually, I've stopped behaving like that myself. I'm not as compassionate. I am in my heart, and that is what the quote here, or the saying, this whole, as this whole unconditional love does not mean unconditional acceptance of bad behavior. I have been trained by people that have been super crappy and learned that people. Let's see. But you have to be questioned a lot. It's hard to be strong and just let them. It's actually what have made me strong also, and I don't mind. I love to be questioned. Actually, I think I don't mind. I like it. I think I like it, and I could have never been as strong as I am today if it was not for those crappy people. No mud, no lotus. I'm not saying I'm the lotus and they are the mud. I think they are on their way too. But people who are mean or treat others bad, they are obviously not highly evolved, you can say. Yeah, even if it's not that's not to be degrading. It's just like that's clear. You are confused in some way or another when you then I believe, but that may not be the truth even. Wow, and then you look like all those hard eyes. Thank you, sweetie. But I mean, yeah, that's a fact. Actually, there is no way I could have reached the inner strength I have without them. Not a chance. And I was taught from an early age, I must say, to be kind of a warrior. Oh, how cocky I sound now. But yeah, and also this whole. I think I came in this lifetime with this. I don't know, with a. Um, Also the curiosity helps. I mean, I'm so curious at people. I want to understand them, and you cannot understand without compassion. You have to kind of have that, you know. You're such a big-hearted soul. Well, I think we all are in a way. It's when I talk about the medicine wheel also. I mean, there are four. When you think about the medicine, I don't know if you know about the medicine wheel, but in the south there is like um, the physical and our sense perceptions and so, and in the west, in this medicine wheel from the Andes that I work with or in and have groups and so, and in the west there are the mind, our thoughts, and also emotions, connection to that and so on. And in the north is where we say it's the soul level, and in the east it is the spirit. And we all have all of these different perceptions. So I mean, I do have an ego, and I think sometimes I have had a stronger need to actually boost that, because you can't like skip a step. You have to also embrace yourself as yourself in this limited way. I mean, I'm a being with my own tastes, and I'm a person, I'm a human. So, but sometimes I kind of skip that and just was a soul, almost like. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. And also those you meet, I recognize this with the boyfriend I had when I was younger. He had those explosive, aggressive things, and I was super, super compassionate. And the thing is, or I wasn't always. I confronted him somewhat, but yeah, I was though. Mainly, I didn't want to go into fights and stuff. But what I realized later, way, way long after, let's say, is that I had this rage inside, but I didn't express it, and I didn't know I had it. But so I met it in the outside, or so close to me, because I also needed to connect to that in myself, to become aware of what's inside of me. It wouldn't have been outside of me if it wasn't inside of me. So yeah, but I think my curiosity about people have made me also sometimes get in touch with various personalities, but those who have been living different kinds of lives than general, common, whomever, quote unquote normal would do. And then in itself, that in itself have led to certain troubles in my life. But yeah, what can I say about that? Just that I've been so surprised over and over again, because and sometimes I thought this is almost like a brain damage or something in me, that I can't see manipulation, or I couldn't, or I could see, but I didn't really understand it, or I dismissed it somewhat. Meanwhile, I saw it sometimes, because just saw no point in it, and I still have trouble doing that. But I do understand that if you deal with egos, I mean, in those who are egotistical, that want for themselves and don't care about you, like and ego, by the way, the word ego is more so just the limited perception of who we are in a human form. We are way more than that. So that's not something like wrong, it's just limited. But egotism is something else. That's like when you don't want others to have the same freedom as you, or something like that. Things, yeah. Anyway, so then you have to have boundaries. You have to show, you have to, like, you can't boost, you can't feed an egotistic person just love with no boundaries, like, or mirror if they treat you bad or treat others bad even, or something. You cannot just, oh, well, like, you cannot just be soft about that. Like, that's just not a way to influence the person like that. You have to show your power, you have to show your strength, and that's not okay. That won't fly, that won't ever happen. So and that's like, you don't have to put them down, because that comes from some sort of fear also, or a sort of a sense of having to fight because there are threats all around, like, or something like that. It doesn't have to come from fear exactly, but at least from being so limited in the ego sense that you have to try to win over others or something like that. And I never even considered that. When people have talked about, when I met people who talked about how they intend, I mean, with intent, were mean towards others who have done nothing to them, I could almost not believe it was true. The fact that people did like that, I could almost not believe. But also the fact that they said it, also, both of these things just wowed me. And without them, I wouldn't have learned how people could be, you know. And it's good that they spell it out, so that otherwise I would have tried to not understand it, you know. So because of, obviously there must be some scars that trigger behaviors like that, but it doesn't, like, excuse it, or you know. So yeah, but the whole stubbornness, I think I was still born with. I didn't bend even when I was a kid. Yeah. So, and I was quite pushed even then. So I guess there have been a reason for it. I think there is a reason for it. I'm not saying it's a reason for everyone else. Someone else have come in. If you want to write in the chat here, someone, and ask something to the cards, that's fine. But yeah, it's surprising also. I mean, the other thing that is surprising, and this sounds, I mean, I hear it myself when I talk, that this sounds really like as the ones that I was criticizing previously about being so good, and now I talk like about myself as being so freaking good. Hello, Maya. Do you have a question to the cards? But anyways, another thing that have surprised me is that when people have had those, when they have projected that to me, similar things, and that's so far from me. So I just like, what? It couldn't even, like, wow. I've had to, like, train myself to behave in a more egotistical way, or ego way, let's say, sometimes, just because as you constantly, actually, this sounds bad, but you constantly hurt yourself if you don't show, it's like, if to me it would be natural that you show others respect because you want that respect yourself. But sometimes you have to actually make others understand that they have to show you respect to be even, you know, close to you almost. Yeah, let's say. and that must come first. You can't first open your arms and hello, welcome, like, and then yeah, they walk all over you, and that's something you've tried before. Yeah, you may get a reading, Maya. Yeah, it's a strong gift, and I hope to give it away to everyone who needs it. And I also want to give that story away. It's not like a made up story, it's a true one from my perspective, but that all these hardships, without them, this strength or this fearlessness that I have now would not have been there. Also, diseases I've had, also, I mean, the fear that I've been in my presence, so to speak, overall, all that have shown me that there isn't anything to fear in the greater sense of things, let's say. Yeah. A love reading. Oh, I didn't read that. Sorry, my eyes like are messed up. May I get a love reading? Okay, what kind of a love reading? Do you want me to do a relationship reading? Oh, 3 people here now. Whoa. I've been here for over 2 hours now, but hey, thanks for the like, someone. Do you want me to like just pull some cards for love and see what pops up? Or hey, Noor. Or do you want me to do a specific relationship reading regarding you and someone else, Maya? Oh, you ask, yes. I will just see what pops up first. And if you want me to pull some cards for a specific person again, then just let me know. So I will see for you then, Maya. And I have a warning. I don't sugarcoat. So just anything. Okay. Right. I love reading for you. And yeah, everyone is over 18 here. I think I set it on this. Yeah, anyway. So Maya, I love reading for you. And when it comes to the future, nothing is set in stone. You can influence it all. Probably from a certain perception of yourself, anyway. So let's see. You get one card here, and that is 9 of Pentacles. And this seems to me like you are very pleased by yourself. So it's interesting that you read or you ask for a love reading. You are very autonomous. Like, thanks for the 2 likes. It's also transformation. There is a butterfly here, but also I see they seem used to say that, I don't know if it's ravens and wolves that hang together, but here's a wolf and a raven or a crow sitting on its head, and there are also some lotuses here. Talking about lotuses before. So something beautiful is also on their way, but I think freedom is very important for you, and maybe also for this other person. You are different. Whomever this person is, I taken as these are companions, like the crow and the wolf here. They're like different species almost, but they can cooperate and work together and follow each other and so on. And but they still keep their own nature. They don't change for each other to be something else or so on. So that is very important as a message here. But it's like a sunshine. It's the buds on the tree or the branches here are beginning to show, and like in nature here in north of Sweden anyway. And so it's very fulfilling and very harmonious and calm still. Yeah, so that's like the card. So there is a transformation, but I don't know what that is about. But it seems like maybe both of you, whomever you meet or so on, I guess, I don't know if you are in a relationship, this is what it shows then. But if it's coming your way, I believe that both of you, or whether or not, whether you are in a one or it's coming your way, it's you both are freedom lovers. You love to be, yeah, you don't want to be limited by each other, and you won't be. You will have your own space to be fully yourselves, as well as having this connection closely. So that's a very beautiful card. It seems so calm and so harmonious. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, but it doesn't exclude a love relationship though. But you need to find someone who have that, who value that as much. And I see that in your cards. So, I mean, even the butterfly here shows that freedom. I mean, it's like, it's a very, very happy card. It's also, as I said, it's very calm, very stable, solid. It's nothing like, no one wants the other one to change here. They are just like appreciative of life and what they share and who they are. Also, the differences. That's why they can um, add to each other's lives so much. Does it show anything else regarding that person? It depends on who you are, if you are the wolf or the crow here. Let's see. I will say that the wolf here lays there looking straight into my eyes here this is the Crow Tarot, by the way. If you want to Google the image, I mean, maybe I should say by whom, because there are different Crow Tarots. This is by MJ Cullinane with Cull. Yeah, anyway. However you pronounce the wolf have their front legs, like it's like laying down, it seems, or if it's in a pond or something. But they have like two lotus flowers in front of it. So I think this is a very evolved wolf, if you can say. It's like someone who is very aware and very loving and very sweet, almost like, let's see. Yes, Diamond Norland, thank you so much. I'm going to bed now. Oh, sleep well with happiness in my heart. Oh, it makes me happier too. I mean, I all love and hope to you. Get back to you in future time. Oh, glad to hear. Take care, sweet. All right, so what I can say is about the wolf and the crow is that the crow is more like a more soulful usually, but they can connect. The wolf is more in the physical realm and loves to hunt. I mean, you know how hunters are, how wolves maybe behave. But this is very sweet. It's like, if you compare it with a dog, this would be a sweetheart dog who never would want to bite anyone. Like, it's like a all dogs are sweethearts, but no. Anyway, it's like a philosophical, harmonious little. I mean, I guess this wolf becomes like that when it has someone who they can share things with, that also allow them to be free as they are. Then they become very, and they are super, super loyal, by the way. And that is also for the crow, I believe. But the difference between you two, so I don't know which one of these are you, but one of you are more so focused on spiritual things, blah, blah, blah. I guess it's you because you're here, though, but I'm not sure, though. So, but the other one is also, but a little bit in a different way. How can I say? Yeah. Also, I think the crow is interested in occult matters, maybe, just because of the blackness and the, I mean, like mysterious things and so. The wolf also is a teacher generally. Like the wolf as a totem. This one likes to share with others and teach others. And people seek this wolf, I think, for that. This one sees, like, it's a leader of sorts. Maybe not in need of leading others, but they kind of seek this one to resolve things and so on and so forth. I'm interested in spirituality. Yeah, so you are this crow then, sitting on top of this wolf's head. And that's a good position. So I think you need to remember the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, you need to remember to be autonomous, even if you are in a relationship, not to let anyone influence you in a direction you don't want to. Do what you want. Don't focus on their wants, like, and so on and so forth. So there can be an advice in this card in that sense. That this is very, very beautiful relationship. This, yeah. So it will be awesome. And also to just appreciate your differences. Don't try to think that it would be way better with someone that are more like you. It's not. This is perfect because you don't have to like challenge each other's like territory. Territory is almost like or like yeah. This is it's super beautiful, and it will just grow, and it will just. This is so harmonious. It will be perfect. That's what I can say. So yeah. I almost want to dive into the card because it seems so nice. And I had one of my, oh gosh, I just turned and I was going to just turn that card, but then on the back here I see it's let's turn the other card that came after, and that becomes like at the back of the first card, almost like. So this is Eight of Cups. So it seems like someone have left a relationship that they weren't fully satisfied with. It was like many things that were good, but not totally. If that is you, maybe previously, or it could be the other one then in some relationship before, and that is a good thing because the one coming is better. Oh, you're so welcome. I hope you get something out of that. But when it comes to one of my first husband, I have had two of those. He with him, that was the case. We were both free, like as individuals. Then we have become more. We love each other in a soulful way, but we are just not meant to be a couple in this life, I feel. But we love each other as much as we ever did, let's say, in a way. But in that relationship, I learned this how it was to be in a relationship where you are fully free and no one is trying to fool or lie to the other, and it's all kinds of crappy things going on. And so I could never go back to accepting anything else. I would never do that. Let's see now what you say. Something I would like to ask about Amen Aquarius energy towards me. I'm Aquarius too. Well, I don't do those kinds of readings. And you have asked this before. You should know that then, or did you forget that it's me? I just do relationship readings, not what someone else have, what their energies is towards you or something. You have to find someone else doing the reading then. But I can do a relationship reading for you. I've done it before, but I can do it again because it changes. And so then we get into that. But Maya, no, it's not me, probably the other person. I don't know. Oh, yeah, the one leaving. Now I understand. Yeah, okay. The one that left something they were not satisfied with. Okay, I get it. Yeah. Many things were good there and they appreciate a lot of things, but it wasn't fully what they wanted. But you will be fully what they want. Oh, 22222. And then there are two people here and two likes. Lots of two. So there are really good things for you, Maya, to come. And you will be, you will never leave each other. You and I mean, yeah, you will some time now and then, but I mean, you will just be solid and loyal with each other. Through all the differences, maybe others around you would think like, what, aren't you like very different? I mean, different from each other. But anyways, that man that I was married to, he yeah, that was so healing also to be with someone that didn't, he had no intent to change me in some way or another. Maybe I had somewhat when it came to him though, but like not like I didn't want to take his freedom in any way or another. I mean, we are individuals and supposed to be. So, Noor, I would like relationship reading. I met him recently by coincidence after a long time of no contact. Okay, well, you know who I am, so we will see. Let's see what the name was. Amen. Okay, how interesting name. Amen. Okay, for you and that person. Let's see in a relationship reading. The first I see is the devil reversed, meaning what? I think you aren't as tempted by this person anymore. I think this meeting made you. I mean, I think you obsessed more about this. Let's say obsessed. I just used that word before you met him. And now you're like calmer. You feel like free to choose. You feel like you can choose. Maybe you have been like felt like stuck in a way in your emotional attachment to this person. And I now feel like you are freed from that somehow. Even if you ask here and now, I think that is the case. Awesome. The other card is for that. The other one have a different reaction. They have been like on pause, I think also because of the need to just rest, probably. They have a lot of other things that have been going on, and they have like been hiding out from you a bit also, I think, because they have been overwhelmed by other things, a lot of things, thoughts not least. And so they are more so I mean, they start to think about it while you start to let go of it, let's say. That's what I see in the cards now. Thank you again for reading. Have a good okay. Have a good evening. Yeah, Maya. Thank you. Okay, so let's see now. You want, and also Noor, you want to meet someone that actually are your, like, call it twin flame, soulmate, whatever. Also, I mean, someone like Two of Cups is the card here. You want someone where you really feel like you can see each other's souls, where you can actually meet as equals, and the love is equal, and the exchange, and you want it all, and you don't want like little crumbs or something. No. And yeah, so you're very aware of that now, and how that you have gotten less before. And let's see now how he sees you. He sees you as okay, I can say with what card. This is Ace of Pentacles, but reversed. So I think he feels like you wouldn't want him now. I think he doesn't think he maybe have a chance, and that it could be sometimes trigger the wish to chase you then. But yeah, I think it does. So then we get Ace of Wands for him. Then you know what the Wands stands for. Like this is like a true. You say okay. This is like a follow symbol, could be, or it's at least new energy. It's like this person from a distance start to get aroused, but get like a yeah, that too maybe, but also get heightened interest in looking in your direction, like thinking about you, and feeling the potential of what could be if you this and that. This person have, yeah, they are more so interested in you now. Not acting right now, but kind of wanting to. Let's see how you view this person now, that name person. Oh, something dropped here. Sorry about the sounds. Page of Cups reversed. It's like you feel like he eventually have got to his senses, almost like it was like you are also a little bit, maybe as I talked about previously, maybe you weren't here, but you have maybe been too compassionate with like back and forth behaviors or double signals or weirdness a little bit, like not behaving correctly towards you in any way, but you have been like, okay, he's confused, this that and that, like excusing it, I think. And now you feel like he is eventually like turning around and getting his emotions or head straight in a way. And it's also is maybe you who do, because you cannot be attached like that and it works well. It will never do. It never does in that destructive kind of way. that have been in a way, even if it have been more so in your head. I don't know, but okay. Let's see now your relationship towards him and his to you. Yeah, now you feel like it's up to you. It's like your choice. Do I want someone else? Do I want to be alone? Do I want this one? And you feel like you are not as interested in him now. You don't. You have like liberated yourself emotionally quite some from this. You're not attached in that same way, so you can you can give yourself like the permission to ask yourself if this is this what I want, like. So you should only like listen in words and feel, but right now you don't want to make a choice because you're not sure what you want, and his relationship to you kind of thing. Then okay, well, let's see. So 2 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, he wants there to be action. He wants things to happen now, where he have been totally passive for some time here. He was also quite, I guess, sure that you had some crush or attachment to him, so he didn't have to like care too much, like but now he wants that. Yeah, he feels that it's so much standstill now. And yeah, I guess I don't know how it have been like in the outer sense if you have acted on this. Let's see. I was compassionate towards him. Yeah, we women most of the time are, but yeah, the cards also shows that. But it also have turned. He is clearer now emotionally. Have gone through some sort of cleansing process, intentionally or not, but he see clearer now. So he's interested is to really explore this further or get closer to you, but he also may expect you to be the one active in it because he's used to that. But don't, I'm telling you. Okay, you have to make a choice within what you, if you are even interested in this at all. But I think you should let him, because he is the one that have the inner motor, let's say, to actually go towards you, while you are the hesitant one now. So it's way different. Yeah, I think he knows I'm interested in him. Well, he's insecure more so than you think, this guy. At least now, after he met you there, then he doesn't believe that he can give you what you want, or that you think that he can give you what you want. He is quite critical towards himself. Even if he may hope for it, it seems like, yeah. Otherwise, he wouldn't even, I guess, think about or fantasize or consider it. Yeah. So it's up to you now. Here you are the one on top. I must. This is song. Sometimes I get back to songs over and over, but this song is for you. I'm not saying he is doing this, but he should, though. Let's see. And this is like this is as it should be, but I don't think maybe he is what you want now. I'm not so sure about that. You hesitate quite some in the cards here. So maybe you want to also, you think, oh, I thought he was so fantastic. And now when I question, it's like you almost want to think that you were right in that. But maybe you were just like as lost as he was, not being too interested, maybe. And he realized now how lost he was. Kind of opposite. Let's see. It's not going to do anything if he wants a relationship. He has to pursue me. Yeah. And this song is for you. Love on Top by Beyonce. Beyonce. So yeah, he thinks more so of you than you see, than he shows. Also, he may want those positions back again as they were. But no, I do think you have may have outgrown him, or at least have. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome for time reading. I think that you may have, with distance, we sometimes see way clearer about both what we want or not, and also not the least how maybe disrespectful or others, how others' behavior was. We can sometimes, when we take a step back, see it clearer. And that's when you start to hesitate about, is this what I want? Because these behaviors could come back, even if things have changed for him now, it seems, also in his emotional, let's say, yeah, maybe maturity, but also like clearness. He have been a little bit confused before in the clouds, like in a sense. So his behavior made me reflect on the whole situation. Yeah. And yeah, it's not, and also remember that we women especially are taught since we were kids that we need a man to get what we want, like let's say children, or we are like trained to think that that should be our focus in life, that that is the most valuable thing, and so we treat them that way while they are not taught the same thing, and that's not how they are raised, I mean generally in society, let's say. And so what I want, yeah, I wanted to say that don't think that he like is your last chance, because we can get a little bit desperate, females, because we are kind of think that we also project all the good qualities that we may have ourselves, and they may not even have them. And also, but they may also, but still we think that, oh, if I don't, as if he would be the last chance for you to find something good. But I think in this case you kind of know it, that this is not the best for you, that there are others that are way better than this, or are more suitable, at least. I'm not saying it's a bad choice like for anyone, but you and another thing is that if someone have proven these behaviors previously, it's kind of likely that it may show up again, and that is not worth it. I mean, you have tried, even if it comes someone else in your way that would have similar behaviors, at least it's a new person. We don't have to give the same people the same chances to treat us like crap, or as if we don't have high value to them. Why would we do that? But we do that sometimes, and sometimes if they change, that's cool. But so yeah. So now I've been here for almost 3 hours. Maybe I should go. But I hope it's changed though. I don't remember the readings I did before here, but I know you have been here before and asked. So, and I also remember that this is not what I saw before. So it have changed for both of you. It's way different. And you should really listen inwards. And when you feel doubt, there is a saying like, if you doubt, don't. It's more so when it comes to maybe eating sugars or whatever. But actually, maybe especially in this case, if you really truly wanted him, you wouldn't have a doubt. It's when you like try to talk yourself into him being better for you than he actually is. It's my thoughts on it. I'm not saying that I'm right, but yeah. So, yeah. So a lot have happened, a lot of growth for you both. And this is perfect. If a relationship between you two would be even something, it's good that you have the attitude you have now. And you could keep that actually almost forever. It would just gain you, let's say. You don't have to. Also, there is another thing about males and females. If I put it this way, it's as easy for females to get sex as it is for men to get love. They always get loved by their grandma, auntie, whomever. They are showered with love from females. If they just talk to a female, she starts to, in her mind, no, not everyone, but like pretend to marry him. Like love is there for them always, and we seek it because they always also get something out of it. I mean, if I'm not saying a female can't be after like sex only or something, they can, and that's fine too. But generally, it drains or hurt most females though to do those things in eventually at least. But when it comes to also as we are taught, as I said, to just put love as a goal in itself, love with a man or from a man, as that kind of it is also saying when it comes to those mermaids that it's when we are loved by a man that the mermaid becomes a whole woman or a full, and that is like the same story that we have been told that without a man's love we wouldn't be, our value wouldn't be like full, but it is. And yeah, while they don't generally, I'm not saying that doesn't happen, that males feel like that, but most men don't have that same myth, you could say, in their system as we are taught. So the more love we shower a man with, it doesn't like do much. I'm not saying we shouldn't do that or show love toward back or so on. It's like our nature too, so we should be ourselves. But yeah, we could show love to all in all other directions instead also, and just be a little bit cooler with those guys. They don't mind, and they actually treat women better. I'm not saying be cold. I think this comes out the wrong way, but I mean, yeah. I also think there is a like we are supposed to, how bad does this sound now when I say that I'm a little bit tired, be the receiver, the receptive ones, like the feminine is a receptive. It's like clearly so also in a physical sense, while the male is the giver and the active. I will put another thing here if I find it now. Let's see, what is it called? Well, let's see now. What is she called? I'm sorry, wait a second. This could help you maybe if you haven't seen it before. It's really, really good. I don't know if this is the one. Maybe it's not. We will see. I will just, no, it's not the one. I will find another one. Oh, wait a sec. How can I find this one now? There is a video with by Lada Duncheva, if she have it up still. That show that describes it in such a good way about these differences between females and men and how we are drained in different ways. I will just do like this. I'm searching here. I'm so sorry. I will see, because this much must have much view counts, I guess. Now, women. Oh gosh, maybe she took it down or something. I don't know what to seek for. I'm sorry. I don't look at if you. keep maybe this. Let's see. No, I will stop searching for it. But you can search on her page. Otherwise, oh, here it is. I found it. The whole. It's true though, but the whole clickbait on this, the video is called is like, I don't know about that, but it's beautiful and it's really really good. All females at least, but also men would actually should listen to this, even just consider it, even if it's not true. I feel that it very much is. How to become irresistible to manage and attract love, what we all have been taught to see. It sounds like it's, oh, you should adjust yourself so the men think you are awesome, but that's not the case. It's just the secret of female power, it says. But yeah, it's different. It talks about it in a different way. Don't get discouraged by that, what it's called. And yeah, and we often stumble on our own feet when we kind of do their job. We give what we want to receive, and that's a good thing maybe sometimes with friendships and all kinds of in situations, but not with men. It's not a best way. Yeah, it's a good way if you just want to be, I don't know, taken for granted and treated like nothing important at all. Like, and that's not what I mean. The results when we do that, they aren't good, and I have so many examples of that. And it's sometimes very hurtful to see that when we feel like we have been very sweet, and especially when it took a very long time to realize these things, that it actually that we have to look through it and say that, wow, I have to change my ways, or else I will get the same results and I don't want them anymore. Like, when we are ready, we will get it, like, still. But yeah, but I'm not saying you aren't. I hope you, because all the stories, as I talked about a little bit before, all the stories we tell ourselves, they also have strong impact on everything, even what we radiate out into the universe, like the story we carry about certain things. So we can like weave ourselves into a web of the whole devil car there, where we are trapped by our own stories about someone's even importance in our lives or whatnot. Yeah. And you are free. You are liberated from that now. And you should stay like that. So if you recognize yourself starting to weave yourself into that old story, because that is also sometimes it's almost like comfort food. We give ourselves comfort by making it something it's not, but it's not comforting. It's really really discomfort if we weave those stories and then we go through those similar experiences again, which actually it hurt us. So we have to be like a little bit harsh, let's say, or sharp or clear with ourselves, even when it's painful in the minute sometimes, to see through what we thought would be something or so on. But in the long run, we win. It's like it festers under the like whatever we patch on to not try to realize. And that's the sad thing when it comes to those who repeatedly do different persons, but it's the same patterns all the time. That the thing is, sometimes you or I, whomever it is, get more and more defensive. The more they have experienced that hurt, because it's like it's too painful to realize that this is how bad it have been, or even to try a different way of behaving. because then everything else was like wrong, and we have to take that pain if we want the goodies, if we want the rewards, if we wanted the good results. Yeah. Someone else have come in here also. I'm on my way to go, but I've been here for 3 hours soon. But if someone have a question, more questions, just let me know to the cards or anything. I just sit here and chat, and I think I sometimes, yeah. Hey, little baby, my little cat woke up now. She's the love of my life right now. She's the one I live with. Talk about a little narcissist that. But she's cute though. Cats, they have so much to teach us. This cat, this morning when I woke up, she does this. I mean, she does so many things. And also the roses I have in the balcony now. Some of them had been like half out of the vase. She loves roses and she shouldn't touch those, but someone, and I know who, had been there. Anyway, so if you hear her, she's eating in the background now. But this morning, she just wanted me to get up and give her some food. And I was laying there so comfortable, and she was purring, and she used to be very cozy with me in the morning, and yeah, so on for a while. And sometimes she fall asleep and stay there. But now she wanted food, and I didn't want to go up. So she I knew she was just sitting right outside the door, so I couldn't see her, and she was totally quiet. And I tried to oh, you're welcome. Sorry, I get into the cat story now, but it's how we females should do it. She is a teacher. Cats are teachers to us females, or felines are teachers to females. But anyways, she just sat on the cat tree just outside the door, so I couldn't the bedroom door, so I couldn't see her and I couldn't hear her. And she knows that I wonder where she is, and I tried to call for her and do all kinds of silly noises, and she just sat there, and I knew she was right outside the door, but I couldn't see her, just to try to make me come to her. And so eventually, obviously, I got up, and there she sat, and she had heard me all the time and ignored me. So, and I just thought about that then, that wow, I should be like you. I thought, yeah, we should many times be. Yeah. So thanks for all the hearts. How sweet of you. So yeah. Oh, I'm so drying my mouth. If someone, yeah, there is someone else here. I should look at the Facebook also if someone have checked in. Someone might not have. Yeah, no, I don't think they are so active. I forget about those, so I feel a little bit bad. I have so many ideas, so I am here and there and everywhere. So yeah. Yeah. Should I pull a last card, a last message for anyone in here? Just, or maybe everyone of us. Me, you and you too. Or maybe the one that is silent. We will see who it is for. I will see. This is the message coming now. So we have, whoa, oh, sorry about the sounds. 4 cards here. The 5 of Pentacles reversed, 6 of Cups upright, 10 of Pentacles reversed, and the Tower reversed. Interesting. What I see in these cards is that there are some people who are connected. This could be like lovers or, oh, I'm sorry, I yawn again. Oh, sorry. So, yeah, I think it is. See, this is some, this is I think this is love also, that these people, there are 2 people, I feel like. It could be more than that, but I take it as that right now when I interpret it. They are in contact, I guess, frequently also, and they have a lot of love, and it's give and take, and they have been also, I'm not sure that they have been in contact for a long time, but there is a sort of a 6 of Cups is also about nostalgia, looking back to good times and so on. But I think this could also be, this little crow here is looking at 2 other birds flying in the sky. So I think this person longs for love, and maybe think about good things that have been in love, or even imagine how that would be with someone now, and so on. So the energy in these cards are in the direction of love, relationship, a steady long-term relationship. Is like, but right now they are just like more so in connection. They don't really know how to, or no, maybe they don't want just to take the step right now. I don't know. And then 10 of Cups reversed. This seems like, yeah, it's problems in the out. It's not that they have a problem with this. They are really, um they feel like they belong together, but it could be the family, or it could be friends group, or it could be certain things around them in society, or in their extended family or something. It could be religious people. It could be anything that are a little bit dismissive, or does not agree with this relationship, that actually make them not get together so quickly or something. Or maybe, I'm not saying they keep it hidden though, but no, they don't. But it seems like this could lead to like a marriage, or a kind of a relationship that are as long term as that anyway. And the God, I can't talk. I'm so tired. The Tower card reversed, then, which is the strongest card here because it's a major arcana. That shows that this is, I think it shows that this is unbreakable. This is true love. This is the way that the some people, at least, or someone, it could be, if it's an important person for someone of them in the outer world, they are in the wrong. They don't see clearly about whomever it is they dismiss here in this couple, and that will show, I feel. They will find that out. They will see that, or so on, because I feel like this relationship is unbreakable, even if people try almost to break it up, or wish for it anyway. There are some, at least, who want that around. But since it's true in its essence, then it won't break. It's not built on loose ground, as they say, or it's not built on false ideas or so on of each other here. It's like it's a true connection. These people, they see each other as they are, and they both have this longing for love, that it may have been some time since they had that also, and they, yeah, they long for that, or maybe not crave it, but yeah. So it will become like that. But the problem here, and why it may be sometimes a bit, or could have been before anyways, a little bit more slow or something, is because of some surroundings here. There is something that is a trouble. It could be even just a long-term thing. No, not long-term. I mean, long-distance thing is what I was meant to say. Or something in the surroundings that are not in favor of this, let's say. But the truth of this love between them is so strong, so that won't break. It's unbreakable, as I said. Yeah. So, an ambulance coming now to my neighbors, or whatever happened here. Oh no. I have a few neighbors that are senile. Oh, someone left. Everyone left now. Thank you anyway. But they They both are. There is a couple. I hope it's not them, but we'll see. I talked to the woman just the other week, and she was like, no, not the other week, but yeah, here how I am myself even. But just recently, like the last summer, she was like fine, and hot guys, and those don't work at the ambulance. Never mind. Anyway, so she totally was like she had lost it now when I talked to her. Maybe it goes back and forth a bit, and she looks a little bit lost when she's walking around. And apparently, someone said that the man, her husband, also used to be out walking, is equally senile. So now I worry all the time when I see them going out. I guess their kids or something have something maybe tracking where they are, but they seem to find their way back home though. But I'm worried about them a little bit. And now I wonder what happened. I hope if it could be someone else in that. It's not certain that it's them, but yeah, let's see what happens. I should not pull a card for that. Anyway, so yeah, I will just go to bed. Thanks to everyone who checked in now and will check in later. If I keep this up, because I said a few things that I may not have expressed in the best way possible, but that's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. I have to. No, that's not the way I like it, but yeah, that's how I do it. Let's say. Is it like this? That's the way I like it. That's the way we do it. I will see if it's right. No, that's not. I love the. I don't know something about this. I don't know why I like it. If it can I even find the right? Yeah, here, Montel Jordan. Some music. They just make me happy when I see them. I guess it's dancers, not the least here. The way I love to dance. I don't do it a lot though now. I love it so. Here, another song for someone who comes in late. Maybe it's for them. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm okay with someone disagreeing with me, obviously, because I think many do, maybe, and also questioning me. I enjoy that. If it's maybe not in a very aggressive manner, I wouldn't. But yeah, I like that. So it's almost like I want to sit here until I see if they just needed help at home or. But I will see it anyways if I stop talking here. But since I said it, it feels like as if I should share that with you since I started. I can't just end. I must wait till the ambulance have moved. It's good that we have these who can help people. There's a lot to be thankful for, although I know I shouldn't go to the although immediately. That's the one thing I guess is I wouldn't say conflict, but I think it's good to see clearly. But at the same time, if we focus too much on the negative, we may not see clearly. Because we are also creators. So the more we focus on something, the more we bring that energy in. And do we want that? At least the balance should be overweight and the good, on what we want and what we enjoy, not only for our own well-being and health, because otherwise it's very stressing, I guess, for our system. Not to lie to ourselves and say that things are better than they are, but oh, I hope I hope no one has any. Other people, they want to promote their. I don't. I do this for my own fun, just. But they not only because I'm good at readings, but some people want to promote themselves. They sell things. They have that as a business, so that's different. But here, I don't do that. But I do the opposite. I hope no one comes across it. So, luckily, I get my will. There are not many checking these. Oh my! But I got used to it. I mean, been doing this since I think it was 2012. I got this camera or phone with like a film that I could film with it so easily. And I mean, I had that maybe before, but so that I could easily with a cord make it go to YouTube. Blah, blah, blah. It was very easy, anyways, at the time. Now it's more complicated, so I don't. But I really enjoyed that. It was like so fun, and I had so many things. Also, luckily from the dog then that I loved, or I still love, but she's not still with us. But yeah. Anyway, a Labrador, wonderful one. So, God, I almost fall asleep when I talk now. So yeah, then I started. So I've been doing these rambly things, and I have, I've shared so many things on here, but it's hours and hours and hours and hours. Not me and not anyone else, I think, would ever have the energy to go through that for good reason, I think. Yeah. But that in itself have been a fun ride, but it also almost is like an addiction. I miss it if I don't do this. These are relaxing times for me. And also to connect with people that I don't personally know. And even if I personally know, they may have fake names on here, and that's fine. That's totally fine to me. If someone wants to connect here but still don't want to expose who they are, as long as they don't give false information, because then I would interpret the cards wrongly. They're still there. Oh, the ambulance, I mean. I will end when they come out. They must come out sometime, right? Oh, this made me not feel awesome. I feel. But I won't pull a card for this now. The man is older and maybe he's not in the best shape. I've seen like a little bit weaker, I feel, last week. I mean, all is good. I mean, even the day we move on from this life, that's how it should be. It's not like we should stay like in this form as these persons forever. Who would want that, honestly? But still, that's like a very, talking about talking about transformation, I was going to say, but yeah, transmutation maybe also. Really going from one kind of life to another. And that's a real blessing. That's a real blessing to do these things and connect it like these. And the medicine, all things I do, I love them and I think they're all blessings. But communicating with the spirit world, I love that so much. That's that's the best. And it's also it brings some sort of peace. And it's Mother's Day. Wow. Oh my. In a few hours, it's Mother's Day. In 1.5 hours almost. Like, I hope nothing is wrong with like her. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's the man. I mean, it's the father then oh my gosh. Oh God, hope they are fine and hope they anyways. And I also think about someone someone that I have some sort of, I don't know, that I have a, what shall I say? A curious kind of love for, or a, like a, why do I even have to find exact words for this? But yeah, it's like, it's a sort of a deep compassionate, it's like a, my heart can feel that person's heart somewhat. Yeah, it's a connection heart wise, although maybe the understanding always in the physical realm is not there. But anyways, that person's mom passed quite early, and now when it's mom's day, I think that's a special day always for that person. It's for everyone probably who have lost their moms, but that's the one I tend to think of nowadays when it comes to Mother's Days. It's so much we take for granted, oftentimes. Yeah, and as we spoke about previously, when it comes to certain things, I think that is another thing when it comes to, not going deeper into that, but when it comes to relatives and when it comes to families and whatnot, if you have had been, oh, they are coming out now without someone, which is a good thing. Oh no. Oh, what is happening here? It's her. Wow. Okay. She doesn't seem maybe in shape, but where is the guy? Maybe he. Oh God, this is stressful. I feel I should be calm and breathe. Maybe they should just check her in the ambulance, or yeah. Honey. Oh, it's her little darling. Maybe she just didn't feel well. I hope it's just okay, and she will be okay soon. Little one. I think she looked at me now, so I will just not stare. Although they seem a little bit stressed, though. I'm so impressed by these who work with these kinds of things, who have this. I mean, they have to be like quick, but also to like have a calm demeanor. I mean, that must be like a special sort of people. I wonder if I could even. Honey, okay, she's like sitting on there now. So, oh gosh. Oh god, she almost fell off the other side. No. I hope she's fine. They have. It's good now when they have her where they. I mean. Oh. I mean, yeah. When it comes to, I hope everyone just. I mean, oh god, I just keep talking. I feel. But when it comes to, no, to think about Buddha and everything, but you wish no one had to ever experience being sick or confused or whatever. And especially that in combination with alone. But sometimes that is also, well, some sort of initiation or whatnot. Have been so far in my life anyway, but where is the man now then? I wonder. Yeah, I have to just drop it now and stop sitting here and talking. Yeah, okay, but they take her in the ambulance anyway, so so she's in good hands. No, now you all know, although you don't know who she is, but so then I will stop talking. and just go to bed and just delete this. No. Make this private, maybe. No, I'll keep it up, whatever. But someone went, oh gosh, there's something else going on here. No, I think not. They should probably leave now. Yeah, they left now. The ambulance. So I guess it's pretty calm now. But also I think about the man there now. He is also senile then. So now he doesn't probably maybe know where she went. What a situation for them. But apparently they could call anyway. Or if someone else talked to them and called, who knows. Anyways, I will just send them good vibes and blessings to them now. And yeah, take care of yourself and your loved ones, and talk to you some other day. Bye bye for now.